Order. The result of the division is ayes 63, noes 79. The question's therefore negative. The question now is, we've still got some procedures to go. The question now is that this bill be agreed to. All those of that opinion say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. This bill has been agreed to. The Prime Minister.
You see why I think our speakers should be short?
Order. Order.
Not there yet. All right, not quite there.
Order. We still have the third reading.
Order. Very brief. Order. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
The Prime Minister has the call. We still have the third read. The Prime Minister has the call. We're not at the conclusion of the debate. Members in the public gallery, we are not at the conclusion of the debate. The Prime Minister has the call.
Mr. Speaker, I ask leave of the House to move the third reading immediately.
Is leave granted?
Leave's granted.
The Prime Minister has the call.
What a day. What a day for love, for equality, for respect. Australia has done it. Every Australian had their say and they said it's fair, get on with it. And the Parliament has got on with it, and we have voted today for equality, for love. It's time for more marriages, more commitment, more love, more respect. And we respect every Australian who has voted, those who voted yes and those who voted no. This belongs to us all. This is Australia, fair, diverse, loving and filled with respect for every one of us. This is a great day. It belongs to every Australian. The 45th Parliament is doing its job, delivering, getting on with it. It's fair. We've done the work. We've done it together. Let's do it. Let's finalise this bill right now.
Just before I call the Leader of the Opposition, I just need the Prime Minister to formally move that the bill be read a third time.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the bill be now read a third time.
Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister. The Leader of the Opposition.
Australia, we are going to make marriage equality a reality in minutes. The Australia of tomorrow begins with what we do today. At long last, LGBTIQ Australians will be equal under the law. Our law will speak for a modern Australia, inclusive and fair. And those of us in Parliament privileged to serve, we understand that we do so with humility. The humility to recognise that the passage of this law does not, in essence, belong to us, that the credit for the passage of this law belongs to all Australians. And I say to those who voted no, I recognise that now is the time for healing, to put this debate behind us. And when this law is passed, we should declare that we are no longer a nation of people who voted no or people who voted yes. We are simply Australians, one and all. And I say to LGBTIQ Australians in particular, you have given us a gift. This Parliament, when we pass the marriage equality law, is not a gift from us to LGBTIQ Australians. Equality is never a gift to be given. Equality is an inalienable birthright of every Australian, and this equality is long overdue. And I say the gift that LGBTIQ Australians have given all of us is that when we are a nation who includes all of our people, who values all relationships and all families, then we are a better nation altogether. So as it is written, that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, it is now a time to heal, a time to build, a time to laugh, a time to embrace, a time to love, and now at last a time for marriage equality.
Order. The question is that this bill be read a third time. I call the member for Melbourne.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Well, what a big day for love, because despite the years of bigotry and hate, and despite the years of violence and lies and the ignorance and fear, love has won, and it's time to pop the bubbly. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet, because it's time to let the bells ring and let the people sing, because love has won.
Order. The question is... Order. The question is that this bill be now read a third time. All those of that opinion say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. No. I think the ayes have it. Division required. Are there two voices? Division required. There are two voices. Division required. Ring the bells. There were 4 minutes. Just for the members in the public gallery, I'd just say at the end of this division there's just still a couple of procedures, or one procedure that needs to happen, so I just thought I'd So I say to members as well, when the doors are locked and I've read the result of the division, we do need to hear from the clerk to finalise the bill. The clerk does get the last word. Lock the doors. As there are fewer than 5 members on the side for the noes in this division, I declare the question resolved in the affirmative in accordance with Standing Order 127. The names of those members who are in the minority will be recorded in the votes and proceedings. The clerk.
Third reading, a bill for an act to amend the law relating to the definition of marriage and protect religious freedoms and for related purposes.
That's it. We've got some other business to do. For the information of members, I present a copy of my letter and attachments to the Principal Registrar, High Court of Australia, dated 7 December 2017, relating to the reference to the Court of Disputed Returns, the qualification of the member for Batman, Mr David Feeney. And I call the clerk.